hope of a new life and new dreams.
There it is. It's gonna be great.
Is shattered by a ghostly intruder.
Is anybody out there?
He's a man in search of lost love, but he's got the wrong woman.
Saw you kissing him.
When past and present collide.
You were out with some guy, weren't you? Weren't you?
A family hangs in the balance.
I felt overwhelmed with anger and couldn't figure out why.
This erratic, crazy, possessed behavior, it terrified me. No!
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. In 2012, Whitney and Chris Morris moved to a small town outside Omaha to raise their daughter, Lily.
UTN's a very super family-friendly place to be. And it's a good community. I mean, everyone comes together and it's tight-knit.
Going up to the brand spanking new house.
We were living in a 2-bedroom apartment at the time, and we decided that if we were going to raise a family, we needed a home.
It was like the perfect house. They had the perfect amount of rooms to grow into. Lily thought it was the most amazing thing she had ever seen in her life.
There it is. It's gonna be great.
I love that we had our own house, something to call our own. It made you feel like you accomplished something.
Oh, hey, look.
There's a lot of kids running around when we first pulled up. Kids about Lily's age.
Why don't you go play with the other kids?
It seemed like a place that would be great for my daughter.
I didn't take long at all, did it?
No.
What are you waving to? There's no one there.
Over the next few days, the Morris family settles comfortably into their home.
Lily, what are you doing out of bed? Is everything okay?
The man, he's so mad. He keeps yelling.
I thought maybe it was a nightmare. I just figured, just different sounds, different things going on, and it's an older house, it creaks.
You probably just had a bad dream.
He won't let me go to sleep.
Do you want to stay with us? Okay. But just for tonight.
One morning, Chris, a stay-at-home dad, is working in his garage.
You hold that, I'll hold this.
I'm a mechanic. I build cars, and it's about all I know for work.
Can you give me that adjustable one? Thank you.
I was real lucky I got to spend that much time with Lily.
This is what I need.
Didn't matter what we were doing, whether we were in the garage or outside or playing, it didn't matter. We were always together. We were inseparable.
All right, guys. I'm heading out.
Alrighty.
I'm a hairstylist, so since I was the working parent at the time, it ended up being perfect because he could take care of Lily.
You helping your dad work on the car?
Well, kinda.
Ryan. I'm sure he's happy to have you help. All right, give Mommy a kiss. Did you brush your teeth? I didn't think so. Go brush them.
She was told to, I promise.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a lot of appointments. I'll probably be late tonight.
That's okay. It's a good thing.
Yeah. So I'll see you later tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a call before you head back, yeah?
Okay.
That night, Whitney returns to a quiet house.
Someone was there. I felt like I was being watched.
Is anybody out there?
Soon after moving into a new home and neighborhood, Whitney Morris has the distinct feeling someone is lurking outside.
It was the most intense, crazy, unsettling feeling I've had in my life.
Is anybody out there?
Did I scare you?
I could have sworn somebody was watching me. It's just one of those weird feelings. And I just got all paranoid.
You want me to check outside?
I thought it was just her nerves or something like that.
Nah.
I told her it's no big deal. It's a new house. It's how it goes. It's something new for all of us.
After all those years of living in an apartment, I just need to get used to all this space.
Yeah, I think we all do. Come on. Let's go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
Over the next few days, Whitney tries to forget about the frightening event.
I was the new person in the neighborhood, so I just figured people are checking me out, trying to figure out, who's this family that moved in.
Hey, how's the car coming?
Daddy, what's wrong?
Are you okay?
Chris is standing there, just dead staring at me. He's not moving. He's not blinking. He's not doing anything.
You look weird.
It was almost like watching someone when they sleepwalk. They're functioning, but they're not there.
Hello? Chris?
What's wrong with Daddy?
I don't know, baby. I don't know.
One evening, Whitney comes home late from work.
Mommy!
It took me forever to get out of there tonight. My last appointment was such a diva.
I kept calling you, and texting you. You never responded.
He got real short with me. It seemed to come out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, honey. I was just trying to finish up as fast as I could. But you're right, I should have called. What? It's not like I was out partying.
That's exactly what you were doing. You were out with some guy, weren't you? Weren't you?
I felt overwhelmed with anger and couldn't figure out why. It was not like me at all to be as jealous as I was.
What are you talking about? I was working.
He made an assumption that I was with another man, which would never, it was a crazy accusation.
I know you've been cheating on me. I can feel it. When I find out who it is, I swear. So help me.
What are you saying? Look, let's not do this now. Not in front of Lily.
But Whitney can't stop thinking about the confrontation.
I was afraid. I had no idea what was going on with him. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. It didn't matter what I did to defuse the situation. It kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Ever since the Morris family moved into their new house, Whitney has noticed a drastic change in her husband's personality. Chris has been acting unlike himself, as if he were in a trance.
He was being troubled by something. Was it something I had done wrong?
Honey?
I kind of questioned myself on what was really happening and what was really going on. But I didn't know how to hold it together. I felt helpless. I felt alone. I felt like we were falling apart. I heard the gunshot, clear as day. I was terrified.
Where have you been? Did you hear that gunshot?
Once again, Chris seems disconnected.
I'm wondering, is he doing drugs? Is he drinking? Or is his brain failing him? I thought that Chris had officially went off the deep end.
And Whitney isn't the only member of the family who feels the tension. Chris's strange behavior has driven a wedge between him and his daughter.
I was worried daily about Lily because Lily used to hang out with Chris all the time. And they went from inseparable to Lily just wanted to play in her room because Daddy didn't talk much anymore.
Whitney vows to shelter her daughter as best she can until she can figure out what to do.
Where's Daddy?
Oh, he had to go get a part for that car he's working on. He'll be back.
I grew up never seeing my mother upset, ever. And I wanted Lily to have that kind of a family upbringing. So her seeing me upset and her seeing her dad upset, she was just confused. I tried to hide it as much as I could.
I know. How about a bedtime story?
Mommy, he's back.
Is Dad home? Chris?
It's not Daddy. It's that man I've always seen around the house. He's the one who keeps me up at night. Who is he?
She turns and looks at me and she goes, "Who is that, Mommy?" And she sees somebody. She says she's seeing a man.
Mommy will be right back.
I thought, oh my gosh, there's someone in the house. What do I do? I can hear someone talking, and I realize it's from me and Chris's bedroom.
Chris?
Whitney then makes out two voices.
I don't want another man touching you. What is your problem? You don't own me, okay?
It was argumentative. They were fighting.
I can hang out with whoever I want. You've given me everything. I never want to feel it. I can hang out with whoever I want. What are you doing?
I'm giving you everything when I can't stop by to see my girlfriend.
No. What is your problem?
I saw you kissing him.
What are you doing here?
Who's that guy?
I told you, he's just coming over here to help us.
I'm giving you everything, and you throwing it all away. You don't love me. You never loved me.
And then it was like this energy that came over me. There's no way to describe what that felt like. There was something everywhere. It was from underneath me, it was on the side of me, it was on top of me. He's standing there, just looking at me, clear as day. A white, just plain t-shirt with kind of faded jeans, and I realized I just saw who is in my house. That is who is in my house.
weeks, a disturbing presence has been causing trouble in the Morris family home.
Who is he?
Things kept getting worse and worse in the house, and now my daughter is involved. I'm like, there's more to this, but what is it, and what's going to happen now?
What are you doing here?
What, I can't stop by to see my girlfriend?
Then one night, Whitney hears voices and finally comes face to face with a ghost.
My mommy can see too. Just like me. It's not a secret anymore.
Lily starts screaming with this uncontrollable, psychotic, blood-curdling scream.
What happened? Did someone hurt you? Who was it? Who was here?
Lily is this shade of white I've never seen in my child before. She's terrified.
It's okay, baby. Mommy's here.
I was in such a state of panic. There's no doubt in my mind at this point that there's a ghost, there's a spirit, and what does it want? I was just beside myself. I didn't know what to do or what to even think about the situation. I just wanted to run away and pretend like it didn't happen, but I had no one to run to.
Unsure of what to do next, Whitney scours the internet for answers.
The thought of anything happening to Lily was my absolute breaking point. I began searching for anything, something.
She comes across a group that investigates paranormal activity.
Yes, I think there's a spirit in my house.
I had found Paracon and found Brian Kent. I immediately called him.
I really need your help.
I felt a sense of urgency because of how it was affecting the family. Whatever was in the house was possibly trying to get a hold of Whitney. She mentioned that her husband was going through some personality changes. Lily was seeing things that were terrifying her, and I was afraid of what might be next.
But before Brian and his team can investigate, Whitney must confront her husband.
I was scared, but at the same time, I needed to make a true effort to talk to Chris about what I feel is happening, that I think that it's paranormal, that there's energy that's affecting our family.
I need to talk to you. Something happened to both me and Lily last night. It makes me think that there's some sort of ghost in our house. already reached out to somebody for help. I know things have been rocky between us lately. All I want is to make things better. But I need you to hear me out.
It's a little late for all this, don't you think?
It's never too late. You have to know that I love you.
He looks at me. I knew he was gonna go off. I just could feel it.
You love me? What about that other guy I saw you with?
Listen to me. There is a spirit in our house, and he's trying to turn you against me. Please believe me, there is no other guy.
You are such a liar.
He was just mad. This erratic, crazy, possessed behavior, it terrified me. That wasn't my husband.
You don't love me. You've never loved me.
No, Chris, stop. Please, you're scaring me. You're scaring me. You never loved me. No.
Whitney Morris believes a ghost is attempting to possess her husband.
He's trying to turn you against me.
You are such a liar. And you just thrown it all away. You don't love me. You never loved me.
No, Chris, stop. Please, you're scaring me.
He was insane. I didn't really know what was happening.
Chris, stop.
Suddenly, it's as if a spell has been broken.
I just kind of stopped and I looked at her. I didn't realize what was going on. It was unbelievably scary, because that's not who I am. I've never hurt her.
Baby, I don't know what's wrong with me. I need help. I don't know what's happening to me. Wait.
There is no time to waste. Whitney will not rest until Paracon Investigations, the expert she found online, get to the bottom of the haunting.
It felt like a waiting game. Like, is this gonna happen again? Is the spirit gonna take over my husband and something worse is gonna happen?
It's important that we thoroughly investigate every reason as to why these things may be occurring. Now, we try to debunk what's happening, before just jumping to any conclusion that there may be paranormal activity in the home.
Excuse me? When we first entered the home for the investigation, you could tell that Whitney was scared. Her husband, Chris, seemed to be affected by something in the home. Whitney did mention to us that Chris's personality would change.
It doesn't take long for the medium in the group to feel a presence.
Go check the garage.
I am a physical medium, so in situations where they needed to find out who the spirit is, that would be where I would step in. standing in the corner, like in a shadow. He wore a Letterman jacket, and he had really dark circles under his eyes.
The ghost then makes it clear he has a story to tell.
They can speak to me verbally, or the ones that can't, they throw pictures or video in my head. And then I can actually put it all together. It's like a big puzzle. He loved high school. He was popular, wore his Letterman jacket everywhere he went. He was with a girl, really pretty girl, his girlfriend at the time. He was just all in all a happy guy.
But then, their relationship turns sour.
He was picking up on all of the emotions of sadness, jealousy, of anger.
Hey, what's going on? What are you doing here?
What, I can't stop by to see my girlfriend?
Of course, come in.
Who was that guy?
He was just helping me study for my math test.
I saw you kissing him. I don't want another man touching you.
What is your problem? It's not like you owe me. I can hang out with whoever I want.
I've given you everything, and you've thrown it all away. You don't love me. You've never loved me.
It's over! Get out! I never want to see you again! You've completely lost it! Get out!
After seeing him and his girlfriend separate and split, I could feel just complete sadness, just loss. There was no chance of repairing anything. He felt like he had no hope. He was sitting inside of a car in the garage, and I could see the handgun.
While investigating the Morris residence, physical medium Mary Potter receives visions from the spirit of a troubled young man.
I saw that he was sitting in the front of the car. And then at that moment, I just heard the gunshot. He had shot himself.
Mary gathers the paranormal team and the family to discuss her findings.
I communicated with a ghost. Can you tell me what he looked like? He was young, barely out of his teens. I guess the best way to describe him Maybe he wears this Letterman jacket.
When Mary is describing the entity, I'm thinking to myself, it fits, it matches the description of him. We're on the same page.
And he didn't tell me his name.
Clear as day, the name kept repeating in my head.
Jimmy. His name is Jimmy. You have the gift.
Mary believes that Whitney's psychic abilities only serve to strengthen her connection with Jimmy.
It suddenly made sense. It's like, okay, well, if I have a gift, I've pulled this spirit towards me, and this is why this was all happening.
Why is he still here? Why is he haunting my family?
In my vision, I saw her. The love of his life. The resemblance that Whitney has with her is uncanny.
Whitney resembled his ex-girlfriend quite a bit, and it brought back all the feelings and things that he had had for her. She reminded him of everything that he had lost.
He wanted to rekindle his relationship with her. He was using you, Chris, to do that. The spirit has been possessing you.
He was going to find a way to be back here in a physical world and wanted to do that through my husband.
There's a lot of emotions that run through when you think about something like that. The hurt and the pain that I caused my wife, that I love. But at the same time, something or someone is with you everywhere. How do they have that control over you?
I sensed Jimmy's presence, the strongest here in the garage. He's afraid of the afterlife.
Jimmy had not crossed over yet. He feared judgment by a higher power for what he had done. He thought at that moment when it's time, nobody's going to want me. They're not going to accept me.
I think Whitney is our best chance at getting him to cross over.
The only resolution for this haunting was to address Jimmy and to make him aware it is so much better once he goes over into the light. And I had asked Whitney to help out with that.
Whitney, are you ready to help Jimmy? Yes. Good. He's waiting for you in the car.
And I see Jimmy look up towards me and reach his hand through the window, and I reached my hand towards his. I didn't feel scared anymore. I felt like I just needed to help him through.
The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me to quiet waters. He restores my soul.
Mary just really sweetly and calmly and smoothly did a prayer and asked him to cross over, and it said that it was okay.
The Lord, forever. Amen. Jimmy, it's safe. It's okay. You can go.
And this wind came through like a breeze. That was the last moment I had felt Jimmy. He was gone. He was at peace. It was like instantly knowing that it was going to be all right.
I felt like the fog had lifted. No more anger, no more fighting. I got my family back.
Although they no longer sense Jimmy's presence, the Morris family finds another place to live in July of 2013. But their experience with the paranormal is never far from their minds.
There's a lot of emotions that run through when you think about something like that. Do I believe in spirits now? Yes. Something I'll never forget.
You silly monkey.
I have many encounters. I've really gotten to be more open with it now. I understand where the gift comes from. I understand what it can bring forward, and now I'm prepared for that.
It's gorgeous. It's a perfect day for a picnic, huh? Okay, and everybody's got their drink and a napkin.
Mary had let me know that Lily also has this gift of being able to see and feel and hear and witness things different than other people. Lily has experiences every once in a while. She'll bring up something to me. We just kind of go day by day and we move forward.